Well, thank you for your patience. We've had a few technical difficulties, that is for sure, and we are here into the second quarter of this game 3. (27-21). Panathinaikos with work to do. They lead 2-0. And they do get the bucket to drop there. Bring it back to a 4-point ball game. And Gomez getting the points. Montero now for Valencia. Nice pass inside, and they just slice their way through here. Beautiful work. Sarko getting the bucket. Hey, Sir Curry. Yeah, it is Panathinaikos versus Valencia. Live watch-along. Panathinaikos with another one. Getting it back to a 4-point ball game. Swing it wide here, Valencia. Taylor. Can't get it to go. Follow-up shot. Draws the foul. That's Sarko again. So Sarko at the line. Nails that first one. Valencia in for the fight of their life. They have to win this game. Otherwise, it'll be Panathinaikos sealing it on their home court. Because Olympiacos booked their way through yesterday. Fenerbahce leading their game, looking to knock out Zalgiris as well. Valencia missed the second free throw, drain a 3 instead. Now, rebound comes down, friendly for Valencia. And the hustle for the ball. Cut back to a replay, not all that helpful right now. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Apologies for a little bit of delay, but also a different lighting and different setup here. We are on the road trying to get this to work, which took a real challenge. Panathinaikos now bring it down the court with Jerry and Grant. Push it across to Hayes Davis. Hayes Davis turnover ball taken away. And they go all the way to the hoop. Darius Thompson. Valencia having some fun at the moment. They're out to a 10-point lead. And there is a timeout call. So, looking at where it sits at the moment for Panathinaikos, the leading scorers so far, TJ Shorts with 5 points. Nunn also with 5 points. So that's Kendrick number 5. Then on the other side for Valencia, so that's for Panathinaikos, Valencia leading the way. Cam Taylor with 9 points already. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. It's a good first quarter and a bit stat line for Taylor. Then get back to Bardio on 5 points. And a host of players clustered around outside of that. Costello leading the rebounds for them with 3. Panathinaikos, C.D. Osman, Matthias Lasort, and Juancho Hernan Gomez all on 2 rebounds as we get back underway here. Grant doing the work again at point guard. Pops it over the top and on the outside of the 3-point perimeter. Inside ball, little turning, no look, jump shot. That's nice work there from Kendrick Nunn. 2 points. Now work coming from Valencia. 3-point shot goes up and it is drained by Puerto. They are on fire at the moment, Valencia. Quick ball movement now, trying to get it back for Panathinaikos. Missed 3-point shot from Hernan Gomez on the right wing. Valencia take the rebound. Ball popped over the top. Again, they put up another 3. This time it's left short. Lazort. Kendrick Nunn just kicks the ball out here. Osman back inside. Deep 3 and drained. That is beautiful from Kendrick Nunn. 38-30. They're staying in it at the moment, but only just Panathinaikos. Now Puerto, he puts up a 3-point shot. Bobbles in, bobbles out, doesn't count. Grant setting a man free. So Osman into the paint. What's the call going to be here? Is it going to be screen was or wasn't set? Panathinaikos. Animated from Ergen Ataman. Wonder if he's going to challenge this. He is. So the call initially went in favour of the defensive player. Interesting times. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. 5:12 to go in this second quarter. Look at the replay and the review here. Call stands. So there you go. So bring the ball down court now for Valencia is De La Ria. Hands it off. Bardio. De La Ria back, working the point, sweeping around onto the left edge. Gets all the left wing, just comes around, tries a roll, finger roll, overcooks it, Grant takes it. None. On the 45 on the right edge, just outside the 3-point arc. Pushes it across, they sweep it to the left now, around to the left wing, they drive it into the edge of the lane. Just trying to get some runners happening, not quite working out for them. Pop it inside. TJ Shorts, mid-range jumper, gets 2. Now they work it here, Valencia. Key couldn't get it to go. Rebound falls And comes to Grant. Grant pushes it across. Gets a return ball at the top of the three-point arc. Open up. Steps up for three. Doesn't get it to go, though. Rebound taken Valencia, and they go on the quick break here. Bardio lofts it over the top. Key kicks it back out. Bardio sweeping around now. Floats it back in. Bigger body. And they get it to drop. Ruvers 2 points back to Valencia, 40-32, 3:25 on the clock in this second quarter. Slicing their way through, trying to get it to go. None can't get it to drop for Panathinaikos. Valencia with the ball now. Bounce pass. They step inside the three-point arc. Kicked out here. Key drops it back. Bardio carving his way to the right-hand edge of the lane. Count the buck, it says the referee, and one. Definitely not what Panathinaikos needed here. The foul will be against Kendrick Nunn. Got that shot away with 0.9 of a second on the shot clock as the foul hit him. Under pressure, doing well. And he hits the free throw. And the Panathinaikos take it down the court. Grant. Takes it in. Takes the charge. No, it'll be a defensive foul. Hits his first free throw. And his second. Margin back to 9 points, 2:45 on the clock. Bringing it down now, Montero. The ball turned over here, have we? A little confused as what I missed there. Something missed. Anyway, Panathinaikos with the ball. Finger roll in underneath and over the top. What about the finish there? That's some magic from Lasort. And a couple more of those. 7-point ball game. 2:18 on the clock. Bardio on the ball. Kicks it wide now. Puerto for three, and he hits it. That doesn't help. That's a great response, though, for Valencia. Doesn't help the home side, but certainly looks to keep the series alive here. Remembering Valencia, this is must win for them. Hayes Davis gives it inside, and they get the finish there. TJ Shorts with 2 points. Plenty of happy Power fans. Bit of a collision afterwards. Panathinaikos fans are on their feet. We've got a Valencia player being helped off with injury after a collision between shorts and the player. Just trying to work out who it is. Could be Puerto. A little bit animated in the Valencia camp at the moment. Great to have you all tuning in though. Don't be shy. Make sure you get involved in those comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And Shorts, yeah, just clipped his foot out from under him. So Shorts are at the line. Gets the and one. 7-point ball game now. 1:53 on the clock. As always, make sure you hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and get involved in those comments. There'll be more basketball coming your way as we look ahead to the coming days. Ball inbounded here, Thompson. Bardio thinks about the three, hands it off now. Costello on the ball. Throws up a three ball. A foul before he throws it up though against Lasorte. Inbound ball, offensive half for Valencia. 1:42 on the clock. Great to have you all tuning in as this one pushes towards half time. 46-39. Montero on the ball for Valencia. Outside the three-point arc, drives into the edge of the lane, tries to float it up, and it's tipped home. Another 2 points for the men in orange. Put that on the right side might help. There we go. 48-39. Bounce pass misdirected, taken away. They get the quick break. Three-point shot doesn't go. Rebound doesn't go. They keep coming, Valencia. And then there's collision there, and Kalitzakis in the end cleaned up by a Valencia player rushing through. Hayes Davis had won the ball for them with a block. And then Costello just charging his way back through. So here we go. Panathinaikos in possession inside the last minute. They bring it down over half court. TJ Shorts getting it done, working forward. Kendrick Nunn, misdirected pass taken away by Valencia. They take it to the hoop, man. It drops. 2 points going the way of Jean Montero. So they lead by 11. 30 seconds on the clock now. 15 on the shot clock. Panathinaikos can't get it to drop, and Valencia again come away with it. That'll be a foul. Be a shooting foul. Called against Kendrick Nunn. They're going to go with a coach's review here, leading into half-time. Panathinaikos. Can't imagine that's going to be overturned, but... Let's have a look here, and they come. None goes up. Does he actually collect the player? I wonder. So, Thompson comes in. Bounces back out. Looks like there's some contact. Hard to see the exact point of contact, though. Gone a long way back here on the replay. They're going back to the previous play. Two free throws is the end decision. 17.2 seconds on the clock. There we go. We got there in the end. Very confusing challenge or review. Not just the fact they called it, but the way they went about it as well. So it will be Darius Thompson for two free throws to extend this lead out to 13, close to half time. He hits the first one. (51-39). And he hits the second as well. They lead by 13. Ball straight inbounded by Panathinaikos. Grant has it. 10 seconds on the clock. He goes to Lazort. Hand off to Kendrick Nunn. They need a bucket here, Panathinaikos. Defensive pressure broken down. Taken away by Valencia. Three-quarter shot. Doesn't go. Half time, 52-39. A strong lead for the visitors. It's been the story of this series. The visitors have got on top in each game. Let's take a run through those leading stat getters. Cam Taylor with 12 points. He's also got 2 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal. Bardio, 8 points. 1 rebound, 3 assists. And then we've got a couple of players sitting on 5 points. Puerto with 5 points, 2 rebounds. And Thompson with 5 points now as well. So Thompson 7 points after that 2 free throws. For Panathinaikos, leading the way is Kendrick Nunn with 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. You've got TJ Shorts on 8 points. He's got 1 rebound and 1 assist. Grant is the next best in terms of total stats. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And they're the main leaders realistically for the side in green, the home side, Panathinaikos. At the break, it is Panathinaikos trailing by 13 points. We'll be back with you with the second half shortly. Don't go too far. But at the break, 52-39, Valencia leading Panathinaikos. We'll be back very, very soon. Welcome back. We're all set for the second half as we get set in Greece. Panathinaikos playing host to Valencia. Game 3 of their playoff series here. Panathinaikos win this game. They head to the semi-final series. Valencia, they win. They keep it all alive for one more game. And we're underway here. Panathinaikos with the ball. TJ Short's doing the work. Drags it down the right wing. They pull up for a three-point shot. Doesn't go. Not the start they're looking for. They try and fight for the rebound, but Valencia come away. So Valencia have got Bardio, Montero, Taylor, Sarko, and Costello out there. Taylor, misdirected pass. Throws it out of bounds. It'll be Panathinaikos ball on halfway. .24 seconds gone. Both teams a turnover already. Now they get to work. Grigonis is out there. He gives it off to TJ Shorts. Shorts puts it up and brings it down. Deep 2. Back to an 11-point game. TJ Shorts up to 10 points. Open 3 for Valencia. Couldn't get it to go. It's swatted back, though, by them. Cameron Taylor was the man that overcooked it. Now Bardio. Deflection comes down. They get the rebound. They kick it out again. Valencia still in possession here. Now they drive into the paint. And up and under. Bardio with a 2 with 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Yeah. Trying to work the paint. Little mid-range jumper. Nice work there. Panathinaikos get 2 back. Hayes Davis getting the bucket. Valencia try to work it into the paint. Foul called on TJ Shorts. Holding foul. All right, so Valencia with the ball inbound from the sideline in the offensive half. 14 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Thompson. He pulls up for a three-pointer and nails it. They are hitting some numbers from 3 points. 14-point lead. Quick response tries to come from Panathinaikos. It rolls over the rim. Valencia. Foul now against Matthias Lassort. Very dejected looking Josep Puerto on the bench for Valencia. Doesn't look like he's coming back, unfortunately. Deep 3. And again, this time, Costello. They're out to a 17-point lead. They're shooting 42% from 3. 8 from 19. Trying to find a response, Panathinaikos, but they throw it into the bottom of the rim and away on the quick break. Is Valencia up and over from Montero. They are on a tear. 62-43. You'd almost feel like asking him to stop the fight. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and get involved in those comments. Unsurprisingly, Panathinaikos with a 10-4 run to start this quarter have called a timeout. So as I said, get involved in those comments. Let us know where you're watching from around the world, what country you're based in, who you're cheering for, who do you want to win. Panathinaikos need to find some sort of response here. Just a reminder, Olympiacos have already sealed their progression through. They went through 3-0. Zalgiris have fought back in the fourth quarter to lead at Fenerbahce 79-76. Zalgiris needing to win that one on their home court. And in the other series, Real Madrid lead 2-1. Game 4 of that will be tomorrow night, European time, tomorrow morning, Australian time. So it will go to 4. Will this one go back to Valencia? In game 5, or will it trickle to game 4 for another one here in Panathinaikos on Sunday morning, my time, Saturday evening for the European fans? Back out of the timeout. Quick bucket for Panathinaikos. Down the other end for Valencia, they move it around and get one straight back. Stays at 19. Panathinaikos. Got a foul here. Last bucket was Montero. Back to Costello. Hitting plenty is Costello at the moment. He's also been called for a foul there. So, Nunn. Kendrick Nunn working. Sliding his way in. Kicks it out to the left. Hayes Davis. There's a 3. That's big for Panathinaikos. 51-64 now. So 48-64. 3 went on twice on my scoreboard. They get the stop. Panathinaikos, it's a little better. Lasort comes away, hands it off. Trying to work something here are Panathinaikos. Back to Grant. Sliding his way in, pushes it wide to the right. 45-degree 3. Doesn't go from the right-hand side. Valencia come away with the rebound. Montero. Barking instructions at his team. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Little crossover, pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken by Lopez. And he goes coast to coast. Xavi, Lopez, Arostagui. Just a little bit of fight shown in Panathinaikos, but it's still a 14-point deficit as we get to the midway of this third term. If you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and don't be shy. Get involved in those comments. Valencia in possession now. A nice little spin move into the paint. A bucket for Braxton Key. We've got an N1 here as well. Kendrick Nunn just grabbing on the non-ball carrying arm. Very animated Ergen Ataman. So that's Nunn's 4th foul. And they have said don't count the basket. They push it out and they kick a 3 in. Bardio with another 3. Grant hands off here for Panathinaikos. Lopez, they work it into the paint. Lasort. 67.50. Called an offensive foul here. No. I was going to say, Lasorte was reacting really aggressively towards the call, but it went in Panathinaikos' favour. So here's Lopez. He gives it off Grant. Shorts back to Lopez. Lopez pulls up for three and he drains it off the glass. That's nice. They need a couple of those back to back. 53-67, 4:04 on the clock till three-quarter time. That's C.D. Osman, 1,500 points now in his career. The Shorts goes breaking down quickly. They throw it up. And another three. There we go. That's looking better. Rod Kavopoulos hits the three for the home side. And all of a sudden, 11-point ball game. One stop, one bucket. It's into single digits. Rod Kavopoulos just drained that. Set his feet, shot straight away. Too easy. And that's going to be a timeout now for Valencia. As a 10-4 run early in this quarter is now flipped the other way, as it's been a 13-5 run since that last time out. How do we see it playing out from here, team? What do we think? Interesting times. So it will be Valencia ball, 11-point deficit as the referee just moves some of the press out of the way. Photographer's creeping a little too close. $67.56. Get the stop, Panathinaikos. Now they're on the move. TJ Shorts. He's giving it off to Lopez. Barking instructions here. Lasorte. Looking to drain the deep bucket. Doesn't work. Now they've pulled us up here. What do we got as the decision in the end? 3-point shot from Lopez. Doesn't go. And then there's two players wrestling each other to ground. And the foul's going against Panathinaikos. It'll be Valencia ball. I'll have a technical against the coach here in a moment. Some absolute blow-ups here. Both coaches getting involved. Very animated pair of coaches. So I think a technical foul against Ergen Ataman. He's getting himself thrown out if he keeps going. Two coaches. The referee's having to get in between them. Absolute scenes here. Both the coaches have been ejected. There you go. My oh my. Both coaches ejected from the game. Ergen Ataman isn't going without a further argument and dispute. My oh my. What a bit of theatre. Ergen Ataman and Pedro Martinez both ejected from the game in the third quarter. Scenes of the highest order. But now, how does the game resume is the question. Technical fouls all round. Coach is ejected. An extended delay. A change is coming. They're going to say the technical fouls have offset. Certainly are. Valencia ball, and we get back underway. After all that, two coaches ejected, and we get back to the game with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Roovers is out there, hands off. Kick back into the lane, little roll ball off the fingers, and it drops. After all that, a long wait between buckets, not a lot of game time. 69-56, 2:30 left in the third quarter. Lopez hands it on. Shorts. Mid-range jumper gets it to go. TJ Shorts. Well, that's certainly some theatre. Three-point shot for Thompson. Doesn't go, but it's tipped in for two. Braxton Key just tipping it home. Keeping the score margin at 13 inside the final 2 minutes. Short swings it wide for Hayes Davis. He works his way in amongst three Valencia defenders, and he's drawn a foul there. A little move, and as I said, three defenders all swarming, and they had to foul him to stop the shot getting up. So, Hayes Davis at the free throw line. He hits his first. Remember which team's which today. There we go. 59, 12-point game. Doesn't get his second. Uncontested. No one from Panathinaikos at the line. They're all sitting back. Pradilla. Little spin move in the post. Taken away. Lopez for Panathinaikos. He's going to go in, bounce off a player, and it's tipped home by Lasort. 10-point margin now. They're chipping away at it, but is it a little too slow and too late? De La Ria gets two back on the other side. Minute and 10 seconds remain in the third quarter. De La Ria now up to 4 points. Lasort inside, gets the pass. Trying to reverse his way to the hoop. Spins in underneath. Can't get it to go. Tipped home in the end by Rog Kavopoulos. Now Di Loria goes inside for Pradilla. Kicks it back out. Roofs gets another 2. Valencia back to 12-point lead. 15 seconds remaining. There's about a third of a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. So they'll try and manage this down. Panathinaikos get the last shot off here. Short's thought about the 3-pointer. Kicks it wide for another 3-pointer. And that is absolutely clutch. Rod Kavopoulos with another 3 right on the buzzer, essentially. 2.2 seconds to go as he hits it. And that is wonderful basketball. And all of a sudden it is inside of 10 as we head into the final quarter. 75-66. Valencia lead. They need to win this to keep the series alive. It's great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. Zalgiris got it done in the other game, winning at 81-78 with a fourth quarter surge, 24-16. They trailed by 13 after the first quarter and fought their way back. 7 at half time, 5 at three-quarter time, and then won it by 3. But in this one, let's talk about the leaders. We'll start with the visitors, Valencia. Potentially, if the technology doesn't want to fail us. There we go. So Taylor leading the way alongside Thompson, both with 12 points, and Bardio with 11, Montero with 10, Puerto with 8. Leading the rebound count is Taylor and Sarko with 4 each. Costello on top of both those with 5. From an assist point of view, Montero with 8. And then back to Bardio on 4. For Panathinaikos, as we get set for this fourth quarter. So for Panathinaikos, Shorts has 12, Osman, Hayes Davis, and Nunn all with 10 each. Rebounds, it's Lasort with 6, Osman with 5. Assists, Shorts with 5, and Jerry Grant with 5 as well, leading the way. So there it is. Just a reminder, if you're only just tuning in, both coaches ejected midway through that third term. So here we are, heading into the fourth term. Valencia with the ball in their possession. What can they conjure here? Looking for an early bucket through Bardio. He hits it. Panathinaikos need some buckets and stops here. They got Shorts, Osman, Hayes Davis, Rod Kavopoulos, and Hernan Gomez out there. Shorts on the ball. Kicks it wide. 3-point shot goes up. Doesn't hit. Valencia come away with a quick break. Taylor draws a foul from Shorts. Just a little reach in and foul, trying to reach around him and take the ball away. A couple of stops in the early exchanges here would be crucial. They're not getting one this time. Bardio gets another 2. Lead back out to 13. Quick response down the other end. Rod Kavopoulos putting in a big shift. 3-point shot and nailed. Looked like Costello hitting that one. No, yes, it was Costello with another 3. They lead by 14. Ball in underneath. Rod Kavopoulos kicks it out. 3-point shot. Doesn't go. They get the rebound though, and they go again. Doesn't go. They don't get the rebound this time, Panathinaikos. Valencia roll their way in, and just beautiful movement there from Jean Montero. Now 16-point margins open back up. Dear oh dear. They needed a 9-2 run themselves, not the other way around here, but it is a timeout. Panathinaikos, unsurprisingly. If it remains like this, the next game in this series will be on the 9th of May Australian time. So that will be Saturday. Is that right? It is right. Saturday morning. So Friday night for the European viewers. A lot of others. Zalgiris and Fenerbahce will play on the same night, while Real Madrid will play in the early hours tomorrow against Hapoel Tel Aviv. If that one goes to Game 5, the 5th Game 5 will be... Oh, it looks like they'll all be on the same day, the Game 5s. Well, maybe not. Looking at the time zones they've set for them, they haven't confirmed Game 5s yet, but projected to be Monday night, which would be an interesting choice, but we'll see what comes of it if they get there. Long way to go. Valencia still need to make sure they win this one to take it to Game 4. As Panathinaikos get a quick one back, banked off the backboard, and then the rebound taken home. Valencia, 3-point shot through Barrio. Doesn't go. Rebound taken by Rod Kavopoulos. Working their way in. Turnover ball just stolen away. And Montero straight down the end and drops another 2. 86-70. 7:37 on the clock. Just a misdirected pass there from Green. It wasn't even a steal so much. Pressure just starting to mount on Panathinaikos. You can see it with some rushed options. Not quite working for them. Hernan Gomez trying to find an avenue towards the basket. Grant now has the ball. Outside the 3-point arc. Well and truly out wide now. They go left. Rod Kavopoulos can't get it to go. Valencia with the rebound. Reaching foul goes against Hernan Gomez. 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Valencia well and truly on top here. John Montero, career high in assists with 9. He throws that one almost out of bounds and falls friendly for Panathinaikos. They come away with it. I'll take any stops they can get. Hayes Davis gives it off. Goes wide now, Grant. Man-to-man defense. Big 3 thrown up from way downtown, and they hit that. That is a wonderful stroke. Kendrick Nunn. Need a few more of those. 73-86. 6:35 on the clock. Valencia in possession with Jean Montero. Career high assists for him so far tonight, 9. Previous best was 8. Bardio lobs it inside. Pradilla couldn't get the next pass complete. And they're going to find a foul here, the officials. Foul goes against Grant. So inbound ball. Valencia now in possession. 6 on the shot clock. Stepping up, deep 3, and he hits it. Montero. He can score or assist. That time, he nails the 3. 89-73. 6 minutes to go here. And it's really starting to get to the pressure point now for Panathinaikos. They need to get a couple of back-to-back scores and stops. Float over the top here. Lasort kicked out. 3-point shot goes up and drained. That is clutch. Hayes Davis this time. Now, nice little move inside and getting it done. Cam Taylor for Valencia. They're not going to give up this lead without a big fight. 5:15 on the clock. Panathinaikos with the ball. Hayes Davis throws it around the corner. Kicked back to him. Sets up for another 3. Can't get it to go though. And Valencia fight each other for the rebound, but they end up winning it out in the end. Ball pushed inside. Kendrick Nunn. Is he going to be called for the foul here? That'll be a 5th if he is. He will be. Little left-hand slap on the shooting hand. That's the end of Kendrick Nunn's evening. 4:58 on the clock. They're now not only down their coach, they're down one of their star shooters as well. He knows that was crucial. Find it hard now to see how Valencia come back from here. How Panathinaikos, come back from here. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. We will be endeavouring to be back on Saturday morning, all being well. Two missed free throws there. That's a result. Something for Panathinaikos. Now 3-point shot goes up from shorts. 12-point ball game. Still a long way to carve down here. They need a stop and a few stops. As Bardio just tries to manage the clock. Montero now with it. Gets it away. Drive their way inside. A little fumble from Taylor. Fades away, but it's going to be a 24-second violation on the shot clock. And something for the Panathinaikos fans. 91-79. 4:18 on the clock. Good defensive pressure. Panathinaikos in possession. They bring it down court. Grant comes back short. Works his way into the lane. Kicks it out now. Rodkovopoulos gets the 2. 10-point ball game. Another stop needs to come. Inside the last 4 minutes. Taylor kicks it back. Open 3. Doesn't go. Lasort gets the rebound. Braxton Key just overcooked his 3 a little there. Chance to take it back inside single digits. Grant. Defensive pressure's hot. They work it in, and that is nice movement from Panathinaikos. That's the man that just keeps on stepping up here. Rodkovopoulos getting us back to an 8-point ball game. Another timeout for Valencia. As I said, inside the last 4 minutes here. .337 on the clock. 8-point ball game. They dare to dream now. Panathinaikos. They could seal it here in Game 3 on their home court. They still have the home court advantage in Game 4 if they do get there. Of course, it goes to Game 5. They head back to Spain. Jean Montero has had an absolute day today. That is for certain. It's been some game, but they've just led from the get-go, Valencia, and hung on, despite some efforts to come back from Panathinaikos. Valencia, 15 points for Bardio, 17 points for Montero, showing the fact that he's got 9 assists, he's got 2 steals and 3 rebounds. He's also got Taylor with 14, Thompson with 12. On the Panathinaikos side of the ledger, 16 points for Rod Kavopoulos, 16 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Then have a look, 15 points for Short, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. And then Nunn and Hayes Davis both with 13 points each. So C.D. Osman also double digits, 10 points. He's got 5 rebounds. So it's been a pretty impressive day out so far for a number of these players, but they'll trade it all for the W. Valencia on the ball here. Taylor. He's trying to work his way to traffic. We're going to have a jump ball here, or we're going to have a foul. Looks like it should be a jump ball to me. So it'll be TJ Shorts, who very much embodies his name, coming up against Cam Taylor for a jump ball. 6 seconds on the clock. And Shorts gets it down. Where does it fall to? It falls to a Panathinaikos player, and away they go. $90 to $83. And we've got a foul here on Taylor. It's getting tight now. 3:04 on the clock. Grant inbounds it. Taylor on 4 fouls, notably. TJ Shorts goes in mid-range jumper and drains it. 6-point ball game. Another stop here would be massive. And it looks like one of Valencia's earlier 3-pointers has been downgraded to a 2 on review, so it's only a 5-point ball game, 90 to 85. Going in, taking. Have we got an offensive foul here against Bardio? Lassort got set. It is indeed. The Panathinaikos fans, the home fans are up and about, and Branko Bardio, the Senegalese star, would love to have that over again. Panathinaikos up and about 5-point margin. I imagine that Valencia might try and challenge this. No, don't think so. So, 2 minutes 34 on the clock, 5-point ball game. You wouldn't have read about this. TJ Shorts on the ball. Kicks it out wide. Shorts now thought about the 3-pointer. Hayes Davis over the top. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken. Valencia ball. 2 minutes 10 to come. Valencia in possession, leading by 5. Jean Montero. the Dominican Republic, man, gun. Working it here. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Has to fire a three. Doesn't go. The rebound taken. Panathinaikos with the ball again. 1:45 remains. 3-point shot goes up for Panathinaikos. And it's fumbled. Braxton Key couldn't quite get his hand to it on the second attempt. He got the touch but couldn't regather. Goes over the sideline. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. 1:38 on the game clock. It'll be Panathinaikos ball in the offensive half. We've got Panathinaikos fans doing the signs of the cross and praying in the stands. 1:38 to go. This is going to come down to the wire. Make sure you get involved in those comments. Let us know what you think is going to happen from here. They put up a three-pointer, doesn't go. Bardio takes the rebound inside the final 90 seconds. This is a key possession for Valencia. A bucket here makes it a 3-score game with about a minute 10 or a touch less remaining. 8 on the shot clock. Bardio down to 3 on the shot clock. He's going to have to pull up in a second and take a shot. He takes a 3. Doesn't go. Doesn't even get any rim. So, a minute to go. 5-point ball game. I think we have a foul here against Bardio. We do on Lopez. So it'll be Panathinaikos ball again. Inbound at the baseline, I think they're saying. No, it'll be on the right sideline. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. We'll keep coming to you during the EuroLeague Playoffs. People in all sorts of meditative and prayer states in the crowd. They're not watching. Shorts for 3. It was not even close in the end. 5-point ball game here. They try to give the foul there, Panathinaikos. Bardio. Montero. Working around. Kick it out to Taylor. Taylor slides into the lane. Can't get it to drop. Lasort, 24 seconds. They've got to be quick with the ball here, you'd think. They float it up. And we've got a foul. They try to get a shot away and claim it as a shooting foul for 3 here. Let's see what's actually coming of this. He almost hooked in underneath the arm of the defender, Hayes Davis. They're going to review it. 90 to 85. .7 seconds on the clock. I tell you what, if this is judged a shooting foul for 3, it would be monstrous in terms of the momentum of the game. This game's had a little bit of everything. Both coaches ejected in the third quarter if everything else wasn't enough. The review goes on. Will be 3. Is he saying 3 free throws? I think it might be. Looks like it is. Hayes Davis will go to the line for 3 free throws with 19.7 seconds on the clock. They trail by 5. My oh my. If he hits all of these, it's a 1-score game. Could end up in overtime yet. Clock's readjusted to 20.2. Some of the Panathinaikos fans can't bear to watch. Hayes Davis goes to the free throw line. He gets the first one, 4-point game. The tension is palpable here in the Power Arena. Doesn't get the second one. How crucial will that be? Means if he hits this one, they still need to get a stop and get a 3 to take it to overtime. He hits the next one, 3-point ball game. I mean, they trailed by 16 at one point earlier in this quarter. .2 seconds on the clock. Valencia with the ball now. Looking to inbound. Did we get a foul there or did they throw it out of bounds? Montero. I think Montero's just thrown this out of bounds, has he? We have a timeout. But dear, oh dear, that's a crucial error. So, Montero's thrown it out of bounds here, it looks like. So it'll be Panathinaikos ball at the offensive baseline with 19 odd seconds on the clock. And they need 3 points to level it up. Do they maybe just take the 2 if the 3 isn't on offer? And try and give a foul quickly. Interesting times. And no head coach to sort it all out. The assistant coach is stepping in at the helm of both sides at the moment as they try to work out how to approach this. My oh my. This is certainly going to be an interesting finish. EuroLeague, it continues to deliver. Playoff basketball. This quarterfinal series. If Valencia lose this game, they are out. So Panathinaikos with the ball at the offensive baseline. Rufus is so bad, you think organic orange. Oh, we'll see. They're trying to get the 3-point shot set here. Short gives it off. Under pressure. Missed. Valencia now with the ball. Foul given. 3.8 seconds on the clock. Rod Kavopoulos couldn't even get himself set there to get that shot away. He had to do it on the run. And he just over-angled it by the slightest amount. And 3 and a bit seconds left. And the Panathinaikos fans, all hands on faces, hands on heads. The good news is even if they lose, they get to play game 4 at home. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. 90 to 87. And at the free throw line is Bardio. Branko Bardio. To take it beyond 3 points. He hits his first. They lead by 4. To be fair, Valencia, deserving winners. They got out of the blocks the best and they've hung on. And they almost got chased down, but did not. And they'll take this to game 4, it looks like. Missed the second shot, and that'll be enough. Because that will chew the time down, and Valencia live to fight another day. A big thank you to you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. I'll have a quick recap of all our leaders from the game. Starting with the vanquished Panathinaikos. And TJ Short, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Next best, Rod Kavopoulos, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. Then go back to Hayes Davis, 15 points, Nunn, 13 points, and CD Osman with 10 points. On the flip side for Valencia, it was Montero and Bardio both with 16 points each. Bardio 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. While for Montero, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. You then go back to Taylor with 14, 4, and 2. And Thompson with 12 points and 1 steal. They were your main leaders. Puerto and Costello, 8 points each. 6 assists, 6 rebounds, for Costello. But it is Valencia extended to at least game 4. They win their first game of the series, 2-1 it is now. They seal it 91-87. A big thank you to you for tuning in. Apologies for some of our technical difficulties that delayed us and created some bumps along the way, but thank you again. If you haven't already, please hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and we'll see you again very, very soon for another live watch along here on the Chris McPherson Show.